All right. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the Unconventional Mindset. We're live. Today's a Tuesday, March 19th. It's about 4 p.m. here, Atlantic Standard Time, or it's daylight savings time. So Atlantic daylight time? I don't know. Whatever. Yeah, welcome. Hope you're having a great day. And today we are going to look at integrating Mixpanel into our Webflow application. So Mixpanel with Webflow. So I think it would be really cool to track, I have no interest in tracking like individual people, but I have interest in clicking and tracking in tracking how often a specific button in the application is clicked, whether it's, pretty much just a copy button. So that way we can kind of see which components are the most popular ones and which aren't. And that'll give us maybe some good insights to, collecting data. Data is always a good thing. Again, I don't really care. I don't care who it is. That's not important to me. It's just a question of, what events are being triggered. So we're going to try to figure that out today. And of course, if you're new here, we are building, and let me bring it up here. We are building Pixel Pieces, which is a Webflow component and template library. So I have it opening up right here. All right, so yeah, here's Pixel Pieces. And what we need to do is figure out how to integrate this with Mixpanel. Okay, so I just logged in here because I think I created this account a couple weeks back, but I haven't done anything to it at all. So I don't even know how this works at all. So we're gonna kind of learn this together, and hopefully we can get this kind of sorted out. So start setting data in as little as 20 minutes. So we'll show you how to get started. So let's start there, I guess, because again, I have kind of no idea. All right. Start by tracking just 2 events, and Mixpanel will generate your first board with core key performance, blah, blah, to measure. Okay. Okay. I already have data. No, okay. No, so I think I need to start tracking product data, right? So probably going to use JavaScript. And it just brings us to here. Okay. Okay, so paste this right before your closing hand. Okay, well, let's do that then. And where should I paste this? Should I paste this on every page, or should I just paste this within the application page? It's saying we'll need our application code. It's probably somewhere here. Custom library URL. Actually, I don't know. We recommend server-side tracking. Ooh, boy. Let's see. Kevin, how's it going? How was your race? Well, I mean, clearly you won, obviously, right? Now, hopefully you had a good time. I think the weather was nice here. Hopefully you had good weather as well too. And if you have any experience with Mixpanel, that'll be fantastic. That might be helpful. Anyways, we're gonna keep plugging along here. I did win in my heart. Yeah, hey, listen, it's like, what is it like? Racing with yourself, team of one? Not a team of one, but like, wow, what is it? Shoot, Andrea says something when she's racing. I don't know, something about like racing yourself or something like that. Oh, I never heard of Mixpanel. Okay, follow along. So the idea behind it, at least this is what I'm assuming, is that it allows you to track different events within your application, and then you can use that and it'll create like a dashboard. Because the one thing that I want to track in Pixel Pieces is how many people are clicking on specific components for copying, right? So then I can get an idea of which components are the most popular and kind of like where people are clicking within my application. So yeah, so okay, we're gonna see what we can do. Okay, JavaScript. So install this, and right before the closing head. So let's just put it in for now on all pages, and we'll see if we actually want to put it on. I don't know if we definitely want to put it on all pages. I'm not sure. Was it supposed to be at the end of the head? I can't remember now. I already can't remember. Right before your closing head tag. Okay, so that is right here. Oh my goodness, that's huge. Is there any specific code here that I need to put in? Oh my goodness, I can't see. Identify, blah, blah. Okay, it doesn't look like there's a my custom code, which I'm sure I'll need somewhere. Okay, save that. Track your first event. So, okay, this is where, okay. Like this is, where do I put this? This is just, is that just going to work as a script on its own with this import? And I'm going to need my token. Okay, let's see. This might be helpful, a video walkthrough.
I'm going to walk through setting up Mixpanel on a web application and go through a few debugging steps that you might run into the button. When I click on it, it gives me an alert that says button was clicked. So the first thing I want to do is set up Mixpanel through npm. So I'm going to go and just yarn add.
Okay, well this is not helpful because I'm not building any kind of application like this.
Grab an instance of it. And instead of the alert, let's just go ahead and do console.log. And we'll do let's initialize Mixpanel with our token. So I'm going to grab it. Let's see settings. Okay, let's grab our token. And then in here, we're going to call Mixpanel.track testing. Button was clicked. Let's save that.
Okay, interesting. Hang on a second. Track sign up. Okay. This is on the index page. And he's just tracking, whoops, I wanted to click on that. So this is just tracking Mixpanel whenever that button is clicked and whatever that, yeah. But we want to track, so for example, if they're going to track like our login button, right? Oh no, let's go back here. definitely feel like I'm missing something here. Persistence, local debug. So this is what I guess I'm not understanding here, is that it's tracking this sign up event. But don't I have to define this somewhere? This is where my JavaScript is so weak. Like I feel like, let's just, same thing there. Like you must provide the user ID. Oh my goodness. Shoot. Okay, hang on a second. Let's try. So I have this project. Project settings. So I have my secret key here. Okay. What to track? Just 2 events. So that's what we're going to have to do. I mean, we're doing server or client side tracking.
Save that, and we'll check our Webpack to make sure everything compiled. Okay. And let's reload this and check out our console and click it. Okay, we see the button was clicked. And now let's check our Mixpanel stream. So I'm going to go to live view and see if I see any data in here. Okay, so I clicked the button and no data came through. So the next thing I want to do is let's see if we're actually sending requests to Mixpanel. And one useful thing is you can enable debug mode. So if I go back to where I initialized Mixpanel, I can set debug true. And now let's reload. And when I click this, I see that there is some warnings down here.
Do not track enabled.
It says this browser has do not track enabled. It will prevent Mixpanel from sending any data. So by default, the Mixpanel library will not send data if a user has do not track enabled in their browser. So there's 2 ways we can overcome this. One of them is we can change the configuration. We can actually add, I believe the setting is called ignore DNT, and we can say true.
That's crazy.
And so now,
let's ignore
if
it.
the customer has do not track header set in their browser, we'll ignore it. So let me reload and click it. Okay, I see button was clicked, and then I see that there was a Mixpanel request, but the HTTP status failed. So if I look at my network requests, I can see that there was a track call, but it failed. And it was blocked by client. So this is generally because there's a pop-up blocker that's blocking requests to mixpanel.com. Or sorry, an ad blocker, I should say, rather than pop-up blocker. So if I see up here, I'm using AdBlock Plus and uBlock Origin, so let me turn these off. And so another way, by the way, to address ad blockers is you can set up a proxy server so that whenever you send data, it actually goes through your own server instead of directly to mixpanel.com. So now that I've disabled that and reload again, let me click it. Okay. All right, so we see there was a successful track call to Mixpanel. We see that there was no immediate error in the response. So let's check and see if we have data. Okay, so we still don't have data. So we're seeing that we're sending events. They're successfully getting through the network call to mixpanel.com, and it's not showing up in our project. So the next thing I would check is to make sure that we're using the proper project token. So let's go back into our settings and take a look at project settings. And let's make sure we've got the project token. So this one starts in 237. I check my setup. Yes, I accidentally copied the API secret, which is not what we want for tracking data. So let me replace this with the correct project token. Go ahead and save that. Reload this. Okay, we see it was sent. Let's go see it's showing up in our project.
I'm sure now it will.
Great. So now we see that the event came through, and we've got an end-to-end Mixpanel integration set up.
Okay, well that's still... So Mixpanel tracked that the button was clicked. And this one here says Mixpanel track, and it just says sign up. But I think what's missing in this documentation, I could be wrong here, is that it wants probably you to put in what the hell is, like, what this event is, right? Like it needs to be like a click. Mixpanel track, like a click, whatever. So let's just real quick here. Let's import this. Where am I going to put this? Where should I put this code? Let's work on the home page just for now. And yeah, let's go here. Okay, another script here. Okay, we want to initialize. Okay, we need our token. And that's right here. Set this to a unique identifier for the user performing this event. Would this be where I could even like tie this to an actual member? All right, I'm just going to put like testing for now. And then a Mixpanel track, right? So how did this guy... Okay. So I kind of like this here, where if we go here, sorry, let me zoom this in a little bit. If you want to track an event, let's say like document get element by ID, and that's going to be let's say the get started button. Let's just add, yeah, the get button, or the get started button. Add event listener. Add event listener. I think we got click and then function. And then we want to just Mixpanel track. And I think what we'll do is instead of having this in here, we're just going to track testing the clicking of the get started button, right? And then we'll just close that off. Whoops. Do I need to have a closing bracket here? Okay, so hang on, let's save that. Does this have an, oops, does this have an ID? I don't think it does. ID, ID get started. Yeah, just that, that'll be fine. Homepage, home. Okay. So this is going to track page views apparently. Okay, this looks good. Oh, I gotta close the script. Okay. Does that look good? Am I missing anything? Mixpanel, testing. Okay, it looks good. Let's see. And let's publish. All right, let's have a look here. Take a look at our console. Oh my goodness. Okay, and oh, well, so when I clicked, I left. So, oh geez, okay, if I left page, I guess then maybe if I go here, where do I go? Where was that? Data management applications. Where did that guy go to look at like the live data? Where did he go? Where's that video?
Let me click it. So I'm going to go to live view.
Okay, it was that database looking icon. Shit, there's no live view here. Oh, shit. Is it under events maybe? Data management. Nothing here under events, eh? This is onboarding. Well, I would like to implement this. So I did, oh shit. Copy your project token, okay. View demo projects. I guess something like this. Yeah, that's way... I don't want to look at boards right now. I want to look at how I can actually just integrate this thing. Oh boy. Edit columns. This just takes me back. Put it into Google Tag Manager, but I don't use Google, so that's not really an option. What to track? Connect. So it's automatically tracking. Not the identity. Oh, that's already here. How it works. I guess what I should find out first is if that, like if this code even works. Right, add event listener. Like, I mean, can I throw on an alert? Button clicked. At least this will tell me if it's working or not, I guess. Let's go back home. Refresh. Oh, it's saying right here. It's already, this is blocked. So Mixpanel is already getting blocked. Okay, is this gonna, even this get started didn't put out an alert. So that's annoying. I wonder if it's because I have any kind of, whoops. Yeah, this has ad blocker 2. How do I turn it off here? Pause on this site. Let's go always. Okay. Click on get started. Okay, well, nothing happened. And Nothing happened here either. So integrate Mixpanel with Webflow. See if there's anything available. EpiPy connects large multiple workflows. Okay, this is form submission, and that triggers. Well, we don't necessarily want that because it's not a form submission when someone hits copy. And these are just the actions. What does it say? I know. Let me just log in here real quick. Let's see. Track when a button is clicked on my Webflow. No. Send event when a button is clicked in a Webflow site to Mixpanel. Okay, a form submission and track event. Okay, so damn it. So again, copying is not a form submission. It's just a button. So this would work, cool. But I mean, it would also mean this would create a whole lot of zaps, which would be end up being pretty expensive. Okay. Custom code, blah, blah. I'm trying to do the same thing, looking at documentation. I'm not an expert at this helps. Lack of documentation for this is annoying, but I managed to make it work for my website. Inside tag. Right, so that's the code. And then that's inside the head. Okay. Then he's got the initialization. Fair enough. Inside Mixpanel, these will show up in your reports. Maybe the way that I saw his whole thing is that he didn't have all this other import thing, which is also really weird because you don't, generally don't have that. Okay, let's get rid of this as well too. So we got a script, we're initializing. Can I even just track? I'd love to see what else this says, API host. So it looks like if I ever figure this out, I could definitely create some type of tutorial, which would be kind of cool. So maybe other people who are looking for this can find this information. Okay, Mixpanel track. Let's just say home page visits. or just homepage visit. Okay. Save and publish. Okay. Refresh. And let's go home. Okay, warning. Yeah, this is what it's talking about. This browser has do not track enabled. This will prevent the Mixpanel SDK from sending any data. So, and it's saying right here, we can have this ignore DNT true, which is like so stupid. How could you just so easily bypass someone's request for privacy? That's weird. Okay, let's go back here. And I think it is probably right here. Ignore DNT true. Okay. So let's try this again. Publish. Any day now. Okay, and refresh. Okay, so this looks like it sent some kind of token to Mixpanel. Okay, perfect. So we might be on the right track. So let's go look at here. Just as events. Let's refresh. Okay, it says most recent results. So now we're getting something implemented into Mixpanel. So it looks like it's recognizing that we have this. Oh, and view our data. Ah, here we go. Perfect. Okay, it's got a device ID. Oh, that's crazy. That's scary. Homepage visit. Mixpanel properties, all properties. Okay. Oh my goodness, look at this. It shows what my screen width is, referring domain, device ID, browser version. Initial refer, I guess that was the page that I came from. Okay, so, and it's also tracking the like home page visit and then page views. So what's this weird icon? Oh, this would be the user profile. Oh my goodness. So I guess I need to set up a user profile. Ooh, that's kind of weird. So if I go back, no, not there. Here. All right, let's go back and look at the code. So I think right here in this initialization, it's tracking page views. So it's already tracking all the page views. So if I didn't want to do that, which I don't think I need to do because I'm also tracking all the page views in blah, 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 in Fathom Analytics. So I probably don't need to track it here. So maybe let's just delete that. And let's see if I can get this testing the clicking of the get started button. Let's just say, yeah, get started clicked. All right, let's save that. So it's probably having some issues, I think, when I set it up by putting in this import right into here. It probably wasn't needed. I think. I don't know. I really don't know. Okay, so let's refresh. It's probably going to send something again. So I'm going to click get started. There's nothing on the console because I guess, I mean, you click, it just refreshes, right? So let's take a look at the dashboard and see if I can see that event. Okay, there's no event for like clicking that button. Okay, I'm looking for, yeah, setting up the user funnel would actually be a really cool thing too. Yeah, I wonder. Igor, welcome to the stream. Hello, hello indeed. How are you doing today? Welcome to the stream. I'm wondering if I just did something wrong with how I implemented that actual code. That would be wild. Get element by ID, add event listener, click function. That looks correct to me. Oh my God, did I do something wrong here? Let's just try real quick. Is there anything wrong with this code? Okay, what's okay? Okay. Make sure it handles errors more robustly. I just wanted to make sure. Variable, yeah, document, get element ID. I just want to make sure that I didn't write the code incorrectly. Let's just see again what this guy was doing. Seems to be okay. Although I don't have this. The variable Mixpanel equals require Mixpanel browser. I don't have that code in there. Is that going to be an issue? But then these guys. But we know it's tracking the page views. We know that that's there. Where are the events? So it's definitely tracking the page view, but it's not tracking the click. Okay, we definitely don't need this anymore. But that's not working. See, even that, the alert's not working, so there's something wrong with this. This is the right ID. I mean, let's go back home for a second. Yeah, where is the error? What is going on? Yeah, that does nothing. But it should be doing something. Get element by ID, add event listener. pretty. Like I have this weird thing that do I have like a stupid typo in here? No. What could be the issue? So, let's see, JavaScript, display alert, one button is clicked. Function, yeah, okay, no, I don't want to do it that way. Yeah, basically like this. Yeah, it's jQuery. See, if my JavaScript was better, this would be done in like a second. Two. Yeah, I'm not. This is really like this should work. What am I missing? I got to be missing something. Get element by ID. Get started. Maybe there's multiple. Let's just try something else here. Maybe I don't know, something simple. Button one. Button one. Yeah, save that. And let's go back here for a quick sec. Alert button clicked. All right. Okay. Refresh. Let's go from the about page and now let's go to the home page. Click get started. Yeah, like nothing. Nothing whatsoever. No alerts. Why are you not alerting? We have another homepage visit. Oh, this looks like somebody else from the US. Somebody might be watching the stream. Cool. So this one, yeah, I came from the, cool. The initial was pricing, and then I referred to the about page. Yeah, so that was me. So and yeah, so that was it. But it's not showing the other event. There's something wrong with this. I have no idea what it is. What is going on here? What is going on? Okay. Could you maybe only track like one thing? Like per instance or whatever? I wonder if that's an issue. That doesn't make any sense that you'd only be able to track like one event per page. Let's follow our full video walkthrough here. Is this the same walkthrough video? Yeah.
Let's save that, and we'll check our web. And one useful thing, by the way, to address, I see up here I'm using, so we still don't have data.com. So the next thing we do, our yes, I accidentally copied the API secret, which is not what we want for tracking data. So let me replace this with the correct project token.
Does it have anything to do with the fact that, let's try putting this thing in. Variable Mixpanel equals required whatever Mixpanel browser. So I don't have that. Could that potentially be an issue? I don't know. Variable Mixpanel is equal to require Mixpanel browser. Then we initialize it, debug true, persistence, ignore DNT, and then we want to track. I guess we can just, maybe we'll try to ignore that to see if there's an issue with multiple tracking, which doesn't make sense to me. I don't understand that, but this is what happens when you get designers to try to do backend stuff. Okay, Mixpanel track. Yeah, I mean, button one. Okay, let's save it. Let's give it another go. Refresh. Oh, again, go back home. And get started. Yeah, no alert. No alert. No nothing. But not even on the homepage visit though. That's strange. It didn't even record the visit. So yeah, I feel like that doesn't make any sense. Especially since this is not like a server side thing. So did that gum up everything? Let's try one more time here. Oh, sorry. I keep kicking the camera here. Okay. Yeah, okay. So now the Mixpanel here is going through. But then the get started again, no actual alert. So I'll probably see the new homepage visit here. Oh, no, still not, eh? Well, that's interesting. Why did it not record that? Oh, did I? I think I still have it commented out. Yeah, it's still commented out. Okay. So I'm going to I'll ask ChatGPT a quick question here. Oops. So say, this JavaScript code is not giving an alert. Can you tell me why? And then we'll just take this out because that's inconsequential. Ooh, I wonder if is it an issue when everything is loaded? So, you know what? I bet you, shit. I bet you it's something like that. Let's take it out here and let's put it in an embed code here at the end. And put it kind of at the bottom here. Open the code. Yeah. We'll save and close this. And let's just publish. Actually, I think that's an issue. I remember because that's why we kind of have to have some of this JavaScript code blocked in right here within the body, as opposed to within that whatever this setting thing is right here. Yeah, let's see if that helps. Okay, give it a refresh. There we go. Button clicked. Yeah, okay, shit. So now that should track the event. Okay, now we're cooking, sort of. All right. So refresh here. And boom, look at that. Perfect. So we have the homepage visit twice. And we have, hey, when this button was actually clicked. So this is awesome. So I guess what we can do is we can set up a tracking for each click of of each component, right? So, and we could probably, ooh, you know what we can do? This is actually kind of cool. So in terms of this tracking, we can set it to be the actual name of the, what am I thinking of? The name of the component. Oh, can we do that dynamically? Oh, we might not be able to. Oh. No, I don't think we can do it dynamically. I think we're going to have to do it manually. Because I'm just thinking each component is like, so we have this breadcrumb component. And And we're going to have to put the code in here because name is breadcrumbs. We're filtering it out manually anyways. So we'll have to put it in here manually for this code. Actually, let's take a look at what is this style attributes. So it doesn't have, I guess we have different different buttons here. And this button itself doesn't even have, let me just see how the HTML looks here. It has a class is copy button pro. So I guess we can target that class because there's only going to be one of those. And that's fine. So we can target that button. And then I think on the actual individual, if we look at the collection page for each category for this copy button, we're gonna have to be a little bit careful here because there's the specific code right here. Which tells us which button is for copying which component. And then we're probably going to have to do something to put in, like when someone hits the copy button, then we're going to have to send out a Mixpanel track, but we can probably track it by the actual name of the component, right? If we have it here, that'll be like the name of the component. And we can put that in here, which will be actually pretty cool. So it'll just be like track whatever brackets names, so that whenever that button is clicked, because it's the copy button on click, that's the name of the component. So this one's actually pretty straightforward. Actually, I think they'll all be straightforward. We'll just have to do them manually for all the individual components, which is kind of a pain in the butt. Okay, so I think we're doing pretty good here. So I think that the next thing to do, or like one of the things to do, is to really figure out what it is that we want to track. And I'm going to do a little bit more investigation into Mixpanel, because if we can track where people are going like through the funnel, because we initially have for the user, like I don't care really what pages they're going, what they're looking at in the brochure, but when they click on Get Started and they actually log in and they go sign up for like the free plan, I want to see which components that they're clicking on. And then it would be nice to see if they ever click on like the upgrade button or anything like that. That would be really cool to see. And I wonder if we could match the user that clicked, like if we could match the person that's on here. Like this is all, like, I mean, it looks like, see, these two are different people, I think right here that we're clicking, because they have a completely distinct, well, they have a distinct ID, but Same screen height, 600 by 800. Huh. I don't know if it's the same. Anyways. Operating system not set. Is this like some kind of... Yeah, I have no idea what this would be. But anyways, so is this like... Does this count as the same user? I guess if it has a distinct ID, then it goes here. Homepage visit, like 6. So I've done it 6 times. So let me go back to someone else. Can I go back? Oh, this person here. How do I click on this one? Homepage visit just once. Okay, that's interesting. Distinct ID, view insights. Okay, so this is going to show like everything from that particular ID of that user. Okay, that's cool. Okay, yeah, I think there's just going to be a little bit more learning into figuring out exactly how we are going to use Mixpanel to track what people are doing within the application. This is incredibly powerful and actually a little bit scary to think about what someone can track within you, like when you personally log in, and they can track like everything that you're doing within your application. That's kind of scary. And then they can match that to your name, like to your user account or whatever, which is crazy. I'm not too keen on doing that. Like right now, I just kind of want to see, again, like how many times are people clicking on which component, right? And which ones they're downloading. So that's what's interesting to me, at least right now. So we'll get that started and then we'll figure out where we go from there. So, okay. So anyways, I'm going to do some more research. I'm going to learn a little bit more about Mixpanel and see what the kind of stuff we can track and just figure out how we could create kind of a basic, simple funnel and just go from there, I guess. Actually, in terms of going from there, we're actually going to start, probably tomorrow we'll look at Google Ads and we'll start doing a Google Ads campaign, because now that we kind of have this basic primitive tracking set up, well, I'll probably set the rest of it up tonight, then we could go ahead and start just marketing and seeing how things go and get some people using pixel pieces. All right, guys. So I'm going to leave it here for today. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you for tuning in. And yeah, I think what I'll do, it'd be nice to put together a quick little tutorial or blog post or something about like how to integrate Mixpanel into Webflow, just to make sure that, if anybody's looking for it, because I know I am, that they can find it and not spend an hour trying to figure it out like I did. All right, guys, take it easy. And as always, we'll see you tomorrow. Have a good one.